Legend to the War here, and today we've got a 7-year disaster battle playing as the Byzantine Empire in Medieval 2 going up against the Hungarians. They're assaulting our settlement here at Sofia. And this is a very special 7-year disaster battle because this is the final one. So today's the 24th of December, tomorrow will be Christmas, there's no upload tomorrow, and then after that will be the charity live streams. Alright, so let's get into this. This looks like a fairly difficult battle. The guy says it, I'll read out the email in a moment actually. Let's just jump in and start loading up the battle. So he says, hi Legend Total War. Usual Medieval 2 campaign playing as the Byzantine Empire. Very untrustworthy reputation. Everyone hates me. War against Sicily, Papal States, France, Milan, HRE are not far. I eliminated the Turks, Egypt, Venice. Rome is besieged. I planned the Mongol invasion for a while, which has left my finances stretched thin. It turned out the Mongols arrived in Russia, which left my initial intent pointless. Now I got a pack of useless armies in the east, while Hungary, which was my ally since the beginning of the game, alliance with marriage, betrayed me and attacked Sofia with a full stack army. Now they're assaulting and my army stands virtually no chance. The overall campaign is not bad at all, but this very battle seems to be hopeless. I wonder if you could use your magic to win this battle. Well, unfortunately in Medieval 2 there is no magic, so I won't be able to use magic to win the battle. I'll do what I can. So, yeah, it definitely looks like the odds are against you for sure. I mean, the enemy army, they've got a lot of really high quality units. We should have shown that in the battle load up thing. But loads of feudal, dismounted feudal knights, which are particularly good when assaulting for sure. We've got a general on his way over here. We need to get the Byzantine cavalry out as quickly as we can. If we have a look, they've just sent a ram over to here with nothing else, so that'll be very easy to deal with. So that's a unit of Slav mercenaries, I'm not sure. Get everyone off the wall, because I actually don't want the towers shooting to begin with, because they'll just inflict friendly fire on our cavalry when we're trying to get out. Okay, now it's a fortress, so... no, that shouldn't matter. It's a fortress, so we've got a fallback area. However, it's quite a long distance. So if their cavalry start coming at us from over here, that'll be a bit of a problem. Because they've got some decent cavalry in there as well. If we can manage to kill the enemy general, that'll make a big difference. So yeah, we definitely need to get these guys out of the castle. Now it leaves us with 4 units inside the settlement. So over here it's a bit weird because there's like a pathway up here. I guess that's meant if you make a breach. Only basic towers, they're not ballista towers. We've got a Trebizond archer, so that is definitely useful. I am wondering about whether or not I should hold this area here. Probably not that much. Maybe just keep this guy here. Actually, no, I've got an idea. Because they've got a siege tower and a ladder there, they might put units up on the wall here. This would be the best angle to shoot them from. Okay, that tower shouldn't be that much of a concern. Okay, and... Alright, I'm going to have all of the melee infantry get back to the inner cloister over here. And we'll see how we go with that. Because yeah, if I bring them out over here, it's just going to take too long to get back there. Alright, let's do this. Gotta move out immediately. So it's okay if the towers are shooting at the moment, but as soon as these guys are outside the settlement, they'll stop shooting, so that way we're not going to inflict friendly fire. Okay, don't fire at will. Don't fire at will. And our general is over there. We need to get over here as quickly as we can. Come on, guys, get out. So these are... Oh, they're town militia. Okay. So I just want to get somewhat organized. Trying to touch them. I think I did. Come on, move. Yeah, I don't want to waste ammunition on these guys here, because we should just be able to charge in and break them straight away, even with light cavalry like this. It's only town militia, what are they going to do? Good. Okay, that's a good start, but there's quite a lot of units on their way, and this time it's a proper assault. Okay, but only a handful of casualties, but that's good. All right, steer clear because they've got some crossbows, some long-range ones. Spear militia, dismounted feudal knights. Those are definitely going to be worth shooting because our infantry are not going to be able to handle that very well. Sorry, squeaky chest. Chair. I meant squeaky chair. Squeaky chest. Spear militia, dismounted feudal knights. Yeah, they've got a lot of them. The general's bodyguard can handle them, but probably not all of them by himself. We'll try to shoot up this one over here a little bit. But my main target is definitely the general's bodyguard. If I can kill him, then these guys here won't fight anywhere near as well. But I also just want to thin them out as much as I can while we wait for our general. Okay, he's over here. Now, the actual commander of the battle is this one. So he's just essentially an additional unit in this battle. So what I'm hoping happens is that they send our general to come chase after us so that they... Basically, we lure them away from the rest of their horse archers and high-range missile units. Alright, so they're just sending in one ram at the moment. There's no reason to panic or rush. No, don't bother, they're not going to be able to get caught with that. Because yeah, all I've got to do is when it gets close, just charge into this one here and it'll drop the ram. It's getting fairly close. And then they might bring in the other units. Okay, just all I got to do is touch them and they should drop it. This buys us time. Now we don't have these towers active because I don't want to inflict friendly fire, and they wouldn't do that much anyway. Alright, so we've got a unit of Magyar cavalry coming over here. But 4 versus 1, we should be able to overcome it. But my main target is that general's bodyguard. There's only 2 units, but one of them's only got a handful of men. Yeah, they're bringing in the others now. They did go and equip another ram, but they're bringing it back. Which is silly. Hungarian nobles, they're obviously got some decent armor because they're not taking very much damage. If you ever look at that, excuse me, yeah, a fair amount. All right, send him in now. Because yeah, well, they're in that formation. They're hard to shoot, but they're easy to catch, and they'll just run away, obviously. Or maybe they won't, and we'll actually catch them. Okay, that's great, but my main target's still this one over here. Okay, let's get you over here. They brought another Magyar cavalry around this way, but this is the end of their cavalry. Just got to watch out for the Pappy's crossbowmen over this way. Good, taking out those Hungarian nobles, that's great. Right, aim for the general's bodyguard. Anything that we can do to thin him out a little bit, definitely going to be worth it. They're getting ready to shoot at us, that's bad. I don't really want to be in loose formation though. Okay, looks like we got his attention. This is exactly what we wanted. Draw him away from the rest of his army. Hopefully our guy here is not too tired. He might catch us, but we should be fine to fight him as long as nothing else is getting in our way. Because what we could do is, like, he would probably lose against him one-on-one, but we could use the Byzantine cavalry to flank it. Same with Magyars in as well. That's okay, as long as we're away from them. He will catch us. Alright, send them in. Caught in the rear there, unfortunately. Probably not too much damage, but I did want him to, like, want them to pin him down and then for this one to charge back in, which, yeah, they did. Would have been great if we didn't get recharged, but it is what it is.
The enemy have ladders at the walls. Repel
Okay,
the
where's
attackers.
ladders?
Give
Alright,
them
that's
steel.
good. Sort of. Just wait for them to get up here. They might just stand around here and wait. Maybe. Alright, so casualties-wise, it does look like we're going to kill this general, I hope. Don't have a rally ability. Hopefully our captain doesn't get killed. Not the end of the world if he does. Him wavering it shouldn't matter if he breaks. Our unit should be faster than him. But yeah, we had to bring him in as quickly as possible, which made him a little bit tired, so he managed to catch us. Okay, just wait, don't shoot just yet.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle. The Lord above is
Alright, good, we
kind.
got him.
We have captured the enemy's general. That
Alright.
will teach the cowardly dog to run.
So
now
that's a big
we
help.
can rest at our leisure.
So now... yeah, start shooting at those dismounted feudal knights. Don't worry about using flame shot just yet.
The enemy siege tower has reached our walls. Let courage and skill at arms lead our way.
Now, cavalry's fairly badly damaged. So I'm not sure if charging right into here is going to immediately cause them to break, because we don't have any dread as the captain. I mean, he might have dread, I don't know. But it also might be good to wait for them to commit a little bit more, because they've only sent in a couple of units at the moment. Not a big deal. I reckon our Trebizond archers can actually handle it. They will capture the gate, so that's when they'll bring in some more units. Letting them have just a bit of a rest for a bit. This is really good, because this unit here is worth way less than the dismounted feudal knights, and they're absolutely obliterating them. Good, they're just standing around, at least for now. And yeah, their morale's going down, but it's not close to breaking yet. Okay, now we're starting to get somewhere. Maybe one more volley, then use flame shot just to get them to rout. Problem is though with flame shot, it takes a long time to reload. It'll be after the next volley. Okay, they're wavering, so that's good. There we go. Just that final kicker is what's needed to take them out. Alright, now start shooting over here. Luckily these are long range, so they should be able to reach. But yeah, they will capture the gatehouse here, which is fine. It's not a big deal. Problem is, if I get close enough to start shooting at the Magyar cavalry, the Pappy's crossbowmen might shoot at us. See, what my plan is now is for these guys here, after they've had a bit of a rest, hopefully the enemy forces will sort of come up to about this location and really try to push in. And then we have our cavalry come in at their rear while we push in from the front and we pincer them and cause a mass rout. That's what I'm hoping happens. Being particularly accurate there. Most of the shots are missing. Also, they will try to aim at the ones over here as well. Don't have that much ammo, but as far as I'm concerned, this one's done its worth. Sorry, don't have that much ammo left, I mean. Could come around over this way, but lots of these Pappy's crossbowmen. If I go charging into them, then there's a whole bunch of better units essentially that'll get them covered. We don't have the skirmish advantage. Alright, they're taking out a bit of this. It's better than nothing. Alright, speed that up just a bit. I don't think those are going to cause us any more problems. Okay, so... might want to leave a little bit of ammo remaining, just so that we can use it for flame shot later down the track. So I'll accept that that's all we're going to do here. Let's get moving.
Go, go, go! Move, move!
Because yeah, once every one of those men are up on the walls, they're going to capture the gate and then they're going to rush in here. Now, their infantry won't be able to catch us that well, but the Magyar cavalry will.
Quickly!
So you need to come around this way here, go around through here. Because if you come around this way, then the knights will get off the wall and get you.
God
Oh, hang on, here we go, here we go.
The enemy
they're
have
trying
the
to come at us.
walls. Look to our defense, or
Which is
all
good.
will be lost.
Just wait for more of them to separate from each other. Okay, that's good. Let's get rid of the Magyar cavalry now. First. Looks like they want to... No. Because also, the more tired they are, the easier it is to break them. Because this one's wavering. No flame shot for our guys here. Good, they're not paying any attention to us over here. That's what we want to see. We go in here. Okay, get moving. Good, they're just waiting over there. That's fine. Good. Bit of a risk using this guy here in melee. If just one of them... Don't fire at will. Just one of them go run it down. You guys come over here. We're going to need to charge into these crossbowmen, because now that there's a big separation between their other units, their morale is going to drop much faster when we charge into their rear. Okay, that one's left the battlefield. That's fine. That's why I didn't want to charge into them until now. Don't worry about them right now either. Good, they didn't shoot at us. Rear charging, they're wavering, but getting charged by some light cavalry is not a big deal to them. But it was enough to break them anyway. Good. Heavy cavalry does the job straight away. Let's see. So he doesn't have the rally ability because he is not the commander of the battle. Make sure we run them down so that we get to fight them again. Oops, I pressed Alt S. We go in here. Yep. Bring it inside. And we'll put it up on the walls, but just get inside first and we'll figure it out after that. I think we got all their missile units. If that's the case, that's really good. Not 100% sure though. Alright, so over here, they got Crusader Sergeants and Dismounted Feudal Knights. This would be worth thinning out a little bit. So let's fire at will against them. Although the battering ram will probably block a few shots. I do intend to charge in, I just want to damage them a little bit. It just increases the chances that we'll actually break them when we charge in. Crusader Sergeants have lower morale than the dismounted Feudal Knights, so if we're going to charge into anything first, probably the Crusader Sergeants would be best. Bounce power's improved a little bit. Okay, hold off on shooting now. Let's get them in here. After we've dealt with them, we'll go after those Feudal Knights. It's good that they separated. Doesn't matter if that wasn't the greatest charge ever. It's actually good because they've left their rear completely exposed there now. Good. Crusader Sergeant's gone. They're sending the dismounted Feudal Knights over here, but they're attached to the ladders. That's funny. That's not going to do anything. Okay, good. They're inside. Let's just make sure the gate's not open. It is, so just move everyone out of the way. That'll close it. This one didn't really charge in, but they're wavering. If we could just break, that'd be good. There we go, broken. But they're completely surrounded, so they're fighting to the death, which lowers their stats immensely, but it would be good if they just routed, because that way that lowers their stats to 0, which is better. But yeah, this one here is not in great shape. But sometimes you gotta take risks, and so far they're paying off. Bounce power's roughly even, still slightly in their favor, but because their general is dead and we have the ability to fall back to the central plaza, it seems likely that we're going to win at this point. But let's just see, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. I think that's the saying. I can't remember. Alright, so thin them out a little bit. Alright, so this one here, let's get this one here off the wall and you on the wall. Crusader Sergeants, okay. So the more that we can get them to run around, the better. Makes them nice and tired. Drops their morale, makes it easy for us to break them. So if we manage to get rid of another unit of dismounted Feudal Knights without suffering too many casualties, we should see a significant bump in the bounce power. Charge into their rear. And these guys will hopefully turn around just in time for them to charge. No, they didn't turn around, so... But it's okay, they broke. It's like I would have taken a few casualties, but nowhere near as much as what they did. Bounce power is exactly even now. Good sign. Just made out of ammo there, though. Alright, Spear Militia, that shouldn't be difficult to deal with because low morale. Even though it's a spearman unit, they're just trash. Good. Alright, now fighting inside the city, inside the fortress, that's a little bit risky, so let's just wait and see how things play out at the moment. What are they doing? Speed it up and just wait for them to commit to the fight at the center there. Alright, well they're bringing some guys out over here, some dismounted Feudal Knights and Crusader Sergeants. Got a handful of arrows left to use before we're completely spent. Seems like they keep going back to go and pick up a ram bring inside, but if we just keep doing this and if it keeps working, keep breaking them. Good. Another one gone. Alright, so bounce power is maybe slightly in my favor now. And we just need to win the battle. Now, I thought we'd have the fight over there, but it doesn't look like it's actually going to get to that point. So, I'm going to take these guys out now. So they can help out with this. Because our cavalry is quite worn out. I'm not sure if they've got quite enough oomph to finish this off. Because every time we charge in, we take just a little bit of damage. So, yeah, they're just dicking around over here a bit. Completely out of ammo with them now. Luckily for us, they can't make use of the towers here. I think this is the one that came up on the siege tower before because it's so badly damaged. If we have a look, yeah, they're bloody. That was definitely that unit. Okay, it should be easy to get rid of.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does it is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Bring them in. Because yeah, if we're fighting out in the field, these guys will charge properly. But inside the castle, no, they won't. That's why I need to bring in the other ones. So we've got some dismounted feudal knights here. Our dismounted Byzantine lancers are not really a match for them. Where'd they go? Yeah, go for that. If we can hit them in the rear, maybe they'll break.
It is unwise to praise the
Good.
day before sunset,
Looks like we got this.
but our men are
Right,
winning
those
the
are
battle
goofing around a fair
and
bit. I'm
forging
just
a
going to try to
worthy
run
victory.
inside. If we can hit this one in the rear.
Only half
gonna
the
pull through
enemy
it.
force remains.
And got
The
him.
enemy flees the battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
Well, I think his assessment on this battle was a bit pessimistic. But at the same time, I can see why he thought it was difficult to win. I imagine he just didn't utilize his cavalry outside the city. I have no idea. He didn't explain his tactics in the fight. I'm pretty sure we killed 85% of them, so I'll take it.
By the Lord above, our
What
foe
was
is
his exact word again? Let me just read the email. It says, overall the campaign's not bad, but this very battle seems to be hopeless. Nope. No, it wasn't. That's okay. Guess we used the magic after all. And as for Georgios,
Yes, that's it. Let us go.
since it's the last Saving Your Disaster campaign, maybe I should show some mercy. Nah. You knew I wasn't going to do that. Of course not. He already said he is very untrustworthy. Yeah, so who cares? In for a penny, in for a pounding. Smash him. Okay, so you should be good to continue that over there. So you were preparing over here for the Mongols. I'm not seeing any forts anywhere here. Where are the forts at if you're preparing for the Mongols? So the Mongols must be out this way. Just another thing that, FYI, you can actually save scum and force the Mongols, I think, to spawn in different locations. So if you really wanted to, if you had your previous save file, load it back before the Mongols showed up. And then, because it would have only been like 3 turns ago. And then just keep saving before that turn, hit end turn, and then during it, it'll roll. There's one of 3 locations, I think. There's Baghdad, there's around Tbilisi here, and then there's around this location here somewhere. Maybe there's 4 locations, I'm not entirely sure. And it's the same thing with the Timurids as well, they spawn from the same location. But yeah, all your armies over here, obviously wasting a fair bit of money, but you know, pretty good idea, I think, to prepare for the Mongols, but this was not sufficient. You would have probably gotten your ass handed to you, unless you built some forts. But other than that, the campaign's looking a lot healthier than other campaigns have been sent in, for sure. But yeah, I can see, yeah, that battle on paper looked really difficult. It happened to go really friggin' well. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed the Saving Disaster campaign series. I appreciate every single one of you that have sent in a Saving Disaster battle or campaign across any Total War game over the past 7 years. It's been a blast. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the live streams if you want to show up, that is. Later, guys.